Hello everybody. Now in today's video we're discussing about types of ovules. Okay, basically in previous video we discussing already about types of placentation and structure of an ovule. Okay, but here we're discussing about types of ovule and how they look like. Okay, basically 6 types of ovule are present inside a flower of an angiosperm plant. Okay, so 6 type of ovule are orthotropous, anatropous, campylotropous, hemianatropous, amphitropous and sarcinotropous. So these all types of ovule are these all types of ovule has a different structure and they look like in different way. Okay, so here we discussing about their types and their definition. Okay, so first of all we discuss about orthotropous or straight type of ovule. So this is the orthotropous or straight. So from the name straight, one thing you can imagine, this is straight means when the ovule look like straight forward. This is called straight type of ovule or orthotropous. So first of all, orthotropous. When the ovule remains straight at position according to funicle, means funicle, chaliza and micropyle lie on a straight line. It is called orthotropous ovule or straight ovule. Okay, so when the ovule remains straight at position according to funicle, so when the ovule means the apex of the ovule straight at position according to funicle, then it is called straight ovule or orthotropous type of ovule. Okay, so first of all we look the pictures. Okay, basically this is the A indicate the orthotropous type of ovule. So in this picture we know one thing here, you know, this is orthotropous ovule, and when we discuss about types when we're discussing about parts of ovule, then we already discussed about the funicle, micropyle and other parts. Okay, so you I hope you all know what is the funicle, but I show you again here what is the funicle and what is the micropyle, what is the chaliza, because of your better more knowledge about this. Okay, so first of all here this is the base, this is the stalk of an ovule, this is called funicle. Okay, this is called funicle. Okay, and this is the apex of an ovule, this is called micropyle. Okay, this is called micropyle, and the base of an ovule is called chaliza. So this is the base of an ovule, so this is called chaliza. Okay, chaliza. I hope this is clear to you. Okay, so according to our statement or according to the definition, this is the straight type of ovule, because here all the means funicle, micropyle and the chaliza are lie in a straight line. So this is so that's the reason it is called orthotropous or straight line of ovule. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. Next we talk about anatropous or inverted type of ovule. Okay, so what is the anatropous or inverted type of ovule? When the body of ovule become completely inverted according to funicle. For that, the micropyle hilum come very close to each other. It is called anatropous ovule. Okay, so anatropous or inverted ovule, where the body of the ovule become completely inverted. Okay, so first of all we look the picture. Now here the body of the ovule, you know, this is the body of the ovule, this is the body of the ovule. So when the body of the ovule become completely inverted according to funicle, it is the funicle, and according to funicle this is completely inverted. Okay, this is completely inverted, and that's the reason it is called inverted or anatropous type of ovule. Okay, so this is the picture number B indicate the inverted or anatropous type of ovule. Okay, next we talk about the third and campylotropous of ovule. Okay, what's the same? So what is the statement according to campylotropous ovule? When the ovule is curved in such a way that the micropyle is directed toward the chaliza and the chaliza is situated at a right angle to the funicle, it is called campylotropous of ovule. So you understand all the definition first. Okay, so what say here? when the ovule is curved, first of all the ovule is curved, okay, such a way where the micropyle is directed toward the chaliza. The micropyle means mouth of the ovule directed toward the chaliza. So first of all it is look like the micropyle directed toward the chaliza, and the chaliza situated at right angle to the funicle. Okay, so now we focusing on the picture here. Now this is the campylotropous of ovule. First of all, micropyle directed toward the chaliza. We know this is the chaliza, so this is the direction of chaliza and this is the micropyle. So here both the same direction occur. Okay, and at the same time we say the chaliza or the base of the ovule is transverse. Okay, transverse according to funicle. So this is the transverse because this is the base and this is the funicle, so it is transverse according to funicle. So that's the reason this type of ovule is called campylotropous of ovule. Okay, I hope this is clear to you, and if you have any question regarding this, then you can ask me in the comment section. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. Next we talk about another types of ovule. This is amphitropous of ovule. Okay, here the D show you the amphitropous of ovule. Okay, when the ovule is placed transversely at right angle to the funicle, means here the total body of the ovule transversely placed according to the funicle. So this type of ovule is called amphitropous ovule. So here you know this is the body of the ovule, this is the body of the ovule, and the body of the ovule completely transverse according to funicle. Okay, so this is completely transverse, you know, here the T-shaped form. Okay, so that's the reason it is completely transverse according to the funicle. So that's the reason it is called amphilotropous of ovule. Okay, next we talk about hemianatropous type of ovule. So we know hemianatropous means inverted type of ovule. Okay, you know all about this. Okay, we already discussed about this inverted or anatropous type of ovule. So here when we talk about hemianatropous, hemi means always in case of biology, hemi means always semi or half. Okay, so when we're discussing about hemianatropous ovule, then it is called hemi by half of anatropous. Okay, so half or inverted, half inverted if we tell in a word, then it is half inverted. Hemianatropous means half inverted ovule. It is called hemianatropous. So here the E number of pictures show you the hemianatropous ovule. Here the E number of, here the body of the ovule not completely inverted. You know, this is the picture, this is the body of the embryo sac. This is not completely inverted. This is not completely inverted, this is half inverted, and that's the reason it is called hemianatropous ovule. Okay, so now we read the statement, what the statements say here. Okay, so here hemianatropous, when the ovule body is half inverted, for that the body look like a horseshoe. So you know it is look like a horseshoe. So that's the reason when it is half inverted, then it is look like horseshoe, and that's the reason it is called hemianatropous, because it is half inverted. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. Okay, now we talk about the last type of ovule. This is called sarcinotropous. So from the name sarcinotropous, one thing you always remember, sarcinotropous, sarcino means such a circle like structure. Okay, what the structure look like, somewhat circle. Okay, so this type of ovule is called sarcinotropous ovule. Okay, so I hope this picture you so this picture clear you how they look like. Means how the structure look like surrounding the ovule, or how they look like or form a circle around the ovule. Okay, so here you know this is the funicle. In this structure, the funicle, this is the funicle, and this funicle form a circle around the ovule, and that's the reason it is called sarcinotropous of ovule, where the stalk of the ovule, means the funicle of the ovule, is much more long than other, and it form a circle around the ovule. So this type of ovule is called sarcinotropous of ovule. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you, and now we state that and now we discuss on the basis of statement. Okay, so here what's the statement is here. Sarcinotrophos, basically when the funicle is much more long and form a complete circle around the ovule. So when the funicle is much more long, according to the other picture, I hope you see all the pictures very clearly, and accordingly if you compare this picture according to other, then one thing is very clear to you, then the funicle is much more long than other, and the funicle form a circle around the ovule, and that's the reason it is called Sarcinotrophos of ovule. Okay, so I hope this is the basic video on the basis of types of ovule, and this is clear to you. And if you have any question regarding end of the video, one thing I just want to tell you now, thank you for today, and now I will meet you in the next video. Okay, thank you, tata, bye bye.